What is good, friends, and welcome back. We are in Cairo at the beginning of the first phase. We are waiting for the blockhouse to open. By the time I'm making this video, the blockhouse will open in 24 hours, meaning that until then we are bored a little bit, so we have to deal with the boredom. And to deal with this issue, we are having a friendly war against Move from Server 7 and Knights of 7. So we dissolved the treaty, we're gonna scrap a little bit, and as you can see, we are assaulting Mu. I will show just a few highlights of that fight that lasts about 3 hours, just so you guys can have a look at on our battlefield. Not much is happening. I mean, the balance of power is highly on our favor, and as you can see on the tag, we requested no rally, so everybody is running their own troops. This way we're going to give a slight chance to our adversary, as we're only fighting for fun. When the blockhouse will open, we will move and attack server 14, as we will take control of the second ring in Cairo. So as you can see, we are starting the siege against Alex. And did his base blew up or he teleported? I think his base blew up. Okay, it happened so fast. I mean, now with the modern units, with the tech all the way up, the blue units and whatnot, destroying a base is a matter of a few seconds. And as you can see, somebody else, Jaeger from our alliance, blew his base, this guy's base with his bomber, and now we are feasting on his troops. Once again, I'm trying to solo a base, but there's always a buddy with me trying to get some kills as well. At the end of this whole exercise, I think I made around 14,000 kills, which is not bad. Being with allies, being surrounded with allies, it's not easy to get some kills. You may ask, how can I write in red fonts on tags? It's quite simple. I'm gonna put a link in the upper portion of the screen so you know how to edit your font color while doing tags and while naming your army group, so you can change the color. Now we're gonna clean those scorpion cannons. As you can see, I have my artillery, the green units, and this guy is trying to defend his weapons. Alright, so trying to skip the boring parts so you don't fall asleep while watching this video. All good, this cannon is not gonna last. By the way, friends, did you notice the increase of quality of my game footage and my microphone? I try everything I can do to bring you quality contents by improving every time I create a video. That's my goal. Every time I make a video and I watch it, there's always something that I don't like or could be improved, and I'm trying to up my game so I can bring you some quality content. So let me know in the comment section below if you notice the increase of quality, if you like the new resolution, as I'm not streaming, but a recording from a computer now, so the quality is much higher. Yep. So I'm chasing down this bomber, and you notice that I'm running Blade Wing as an officer. And friends, you notice that the game nerfed the Russian officer, the Witcher. Yeah, I almost forgot her name. So I didn't awaken her back. Instead, I'm using Blade Wing. And when you're chasing and intercepting bombers, Blade Wing is a must as officer, as you will slow down your target, therefore giving you time to chase him and shoot him down. So very useful officer when dealing against bombers. So this guy decide to teleport near our bases. I'm gonna take care of his building, or his defense building right there. There's a lot of opposition as he's only have one partial troop. All the rest are has full HP. Despite that, I have a few friends to support me. Okay, so I'm gonna resume my attack. He's gonna bring back his helicopter, trying to knock down my artillery. I'm gonna switch target, and I'm gonna bring my rocket truck into the mix, just right there. As he's trying to defend, of course he will lose unit. The goal is make him lose as much units as possible. So if I get an empty base, I will blow his base up quite easily. Yeah, he's gonna attempt another run. Maybe not the best tactic to bring his artillery so close to my troops. The artillery, if you got the 5 grid map of range, he could benefit from that. So he could have put his artillery farther away from my main battle tank. So now he only have 2 full troops in his base. That's not going to be enough to counter the siege. There you go, just like that. Oh, a few kills before he teleported. Now we're back into Knights of 7 claim land, where we have this big boy. So he's one of Knights of 7. He's one of the boss of Knights of 7. He's a strong player, got better troops than me, so you have to be careful. Always stay alert and aware. He's a sneaky player, so he will try anything to do. He will try anything to attack you, thinking that you are not watching your troops. You should watch your troops all the time. There you go, so this guy is trying to... Oh, he's not gonna remove his troop in time, giving me 3 kills, why not? So we have a small rally here, trying to annoy us. There you go, ooh, that was fast. Oh, by the way, friends, I'm using now, I have Lord of Order as a second officer, the aide, next to Professor Payne. Unfortunately, he is not awakened. I'm missing something like 63 statues to fully awaken him, and by the time I wanted to upgrade him, there was no more drinks available to purchase in the exclusive lounge. So I'm gonna have to wait a month for the next round. Okay, so now we got this rally of helicopter. I'm gonna try to position myself so I can knock down those helicopters without getting too exposed. As you know, helicopter counter main battle tank, so you have to be aware of that when you attack. I lost a few troops. No, not at this point. Still 17 tanks out of 17, so that's good. And now we have bombers, but that's okay. We have fighters in the sky. We definitely have the air superiority on this portion of the map. Okay, we're gonna start the siege, I guess. Maybe a little bit too soon. And I'm trying to avoid that rally getting assaulted by other bases. As you can see, I'm providing security for that group. That's how you build establish teamwork. So we got a jumper now. I'm gonna try to interdict this jump. It didn't work, but his base is almost done. You don't even have 5%, so that will be an easy kill. And hopefully I can harvest a few more kills by having his troops. There you go, just like this. Little by little, you score some hits. Now this bomber is going to try to attack this artillery. We have fighters nearby. Oh, that's a nice bomber, but not strong enough. Doesn't have enough HP. So So we're gonna open fire on this base, get rid of him. There you go, just like this. Alright, moving south. Just we're gonna clear. Ideally, when you deal with a boss like that, this north guy, B52 North, you want to clear all the bases, all the weaker bases around him, and finish with this guy. So when you start the siege, there's no interference. And this guy, as you can see, he's really sneaky. I mean, he will seize every occasion to score some hits. So when you station your troops around this base, be careful, don't be away from your keyboard, as when you will come back into the game, you will notice a few troops missing. So as I said, you attack the bases around the boss, and as you can see, some teammates try to provide defense, adding a layer of bases around him for better protection. And now his base is active, and this guy, he is, I think he's sleeping. He will lose his helicopter. That's okay, I mean, it's not a serious battle, nothing is at stake, so we're a little bit sloppy in this sequence. Despite all that, we got rid of this base, and you see this guy, yeah, he's running for his life. Another bomber. I think it's the same, no, it's not the same guy, but this bomber will face the same fate as the previous one. So now this guy, he got some strong airplanes, yeah, some decent fighters. So I'm my plane is not gonna last. As you can see, I'm losing health quite fast. Got two fighters. I'm the one with the strongest fighter. So as soon as I die, all my buddies will struggle a little bit. So this is to highlight a bad play. So I don't always highlight the good play in our favor. I will highlight everything I can to showcase you what you should avoid. So in this particular case, this guy is leaving his artillery without any air protection and without any armor. And this guy, I think he's away from the keyboard, he's not paying attention, so this player will seize the occasion to destroy those artilleries. He's lucky though, Mazinger from G27 is lucky that this guy doesn't have a strong bomber, or else he would have lost everything. So now he comes with his fighter, trying to chase this bomber away. Alright, and he's moving his troops, so now he's away. So this little mistake could have been avoided. When you are in Cairo or any conquest city, there are so many enemies around that you cannot leave your troops unattended. You always have to watch what you're doing, especially let's say if you have a long distance to travel. You cannot rely on luck to travel safely. Always have an eye on your army. As you can see, he's still trying to annoy us with his troops. And usually when a player is annoying, it means he's doing the right thing. He's a good player. So don't get upset because your troops got destroyed as you didn't pay attention. That's how it works. Yeah, this bomber didn't return home safely. This base is gonna blow up. There you go, just like that. All right. So once again, this guy, he's indulging himself, getting free kills, and his base is active on top of it. So more kills for him. Good for him. I'm not upset. He's doing the right thing. I would do exactly the right thing. So I'm putting a tag, making sure that everybody keep its distance. When you deal with such a strong opponent, you have to be careful when his base is active, because your troop will not last long. we're gonna take a moment to counter this assault, the small assault. So we have many troops on the ground, so this could be easily be neutralized. Did you see the special effect of that new officer, Lord of Order? He was like spitting flames. It's quite nice to see. And he's not even awakened yet he is very strong. Once he will be awakened, I will have this critical strike capability on both officers commanding this tank. So critical strike for Professor Payne and critical strike as well for Lord of Order, dealing 150% damage. I can't wait to awaken this officer. So this is a little fumble. This guy was on the move and another base dropped in. Just a miscommunication. So I'm going to try to seize the moment to score a few more kills, as in this confusion it's hard to deal with pressure. So this truck is going to pull away. Now, at this point, we're a little tired. We're allowing to form rallies in order to flush this guy out. So we're going to take care of this smaller base right there. He's gone, so we're going to keep this guy at the very end, but we have another jumper. So we're going to try to prevent this base from deploying. I failed that mission, it's no big deal. So now my role as a army group leader of tank and helicopter, my job is to prevent any interference. I'm just gonna block this guy or preventing this guy from supporting this boss. Alright, so we're gonna open fire soon, and we have enough artillery to deal with this big base. So there we go, we open fire, now the artillery is gonna kick in. Alright, so this guy is not gonna last long, so that will be the end of this video. If you like my content, give me the thumbs up, it helps me quite a lot, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya!